Have you ever wondered about how to monetize your audience? If you have a sizable audience but aren't really monetizing it, buckle in because today we're going to be giving you the lowdown on how to transform your followers into money in the bank. Yes, you heard me right. Regardless of whether you're a YouTuber, influencer, micro influencer, Facebook group owner, list goes on. We will help you turn your passion into profit by making money doing what you love. Have you ever wondered how to transform your audience into a gold mine? Like a steady, lucrative stream of income. Well, I'm awesome Angie Engstrom, honoring the awesomeness in you.
And I'm Gitte Odgaard. Just try to imagine what would it feel like if people were just packed around the building lining up to pay you money? Would you be okay with that? You know, it's not like you can deposit followers into a bank account. So today we'll be diving into how to monetize your audience and ultimately make money rain like a hurricane. Regardless of whether you're a YouTuber, you're an influencer, micro-influencer, or perhaps a Facebook group owner.
I deposit followers into my bank account. I do that all the time. I love that line. Oh my God. So exactly, Gidi. So we would definitely recommend that you decide to monetize your audience because that's going to elevate your life and your career very quickly because you've already put in the hard work by building up your audience and creating amazing, engaging content that resonates with your followers. So isn't it about time that you got paid for all those efforts?
Absolutely. So why is it that so many YouTubers and influencers find it so difficult to make money? Now, have you ever tried to Google the answer to that question? I have. And the answer, it's not really shocking. Becoming a professional YouTuber or influencer, it's sort of a little bit like the goal of wanting to become a professional athlete or musician. Only a few people end up being known for making a good living from it. But today, buckle in because we will be showing you why that doesn't have to be true for you. And we will be giving you the exact recipe for monetizing your audience, just turning your passion into profit.
Exactly. It's like, did you know that people used to think that tomatoes were poisonous? Like, think about
Really?
that. Like I know it sounds crazy, but this is actually very true. This is an interesting story. In the 18th century, people used to believe that tomatoes were poisonous, so they would not eat them. And the truth is that when people ate tomatoes back then, they were actually poisoned. The people were poisoned, but it wasn't because of the tomatoes themselves being poisonous. It was because at that time, people used to eat off of pewter plates. And when tomatoes were served on these pewter plates, the fruit's acidity caused toxic lead to leach from the plates, which poisoned the people who ate from them. And that did cause some deaths. But does that mean that tomatoes are poisonous? Not at all. But they didn't realize that. And so people eventually had to change their beliefs about tomatoes when the research came out and showed them something completely different than what they thought was happening. So tomatoes weren't poisonous. They're actually very healthy to eat. So just like we have to make a shift in belief when presented with irrefutable facts, like with the tomatoes, they were presented with these facts and they had to change their beliefs because it was obvious when the science came out.
Mm. I really love this analogy, Angie. This story, it's really cool. And the facts are, it's really all about shifting beliefs. And in this case, it's about changing the belief that it's difficult to make money on your YouTube channel. Because, that's all it really is, a belief. But a belief doesn't mean that it has to be true. So today we'll be presenting the facts about how other YouTubers and influencers are making lots of money on their audience and how you can do it too. Because you already have the key ingredients. you know you have the audience. And remember, it's all about what you believe. Just like tomatoes were believed to be poisonous until the underlying truth came out. Your belief about monetizing your audience can shift as well. A shift to believing that it's really quite easy to monetize your audience. And it is.
Yes, the truth is that monetizing your audience can truly transform your life, and not just in the short term. Did you know that monetizing your audience could help you make 6 or 7 figures in a day and open up a lot of new exciting opportunities for growth and creativity? Like when you don't know something, you don't know it, but now you know it. And I like to put it like this. Say goodbye to limitations and hello to unlimited possibilities. As a YouTuber, influencer, or even micro influencer, you've taken a lot of time and effort in building up a sizable audience across platforms like YouTube channels, podcasts, Facebook audiences, Facebook groups. But as we all know, followers don't necessarily equal money, and you can't deposit a follower into your bank account. And however, some of these content creators that you see out there seem to effortlessly turn their audience into lucrative streams of income. So would you like to do the same with your followers?
Sounds great, right? Okay, then listen up. The short answer is they have an irresistible premium priced offer to sell their audience, and they're selling it at a virtual event. Okay, listen up. Now, if you are thinking, I don't have an irresistible premium priced offer, and I don't know how to create one, don't sweat it. We've got your back. There's lots of tips on doing that, on how to create a 10K offer in a podcast episode number 45. It's called Create Your Premium 10K Product. Just try to imagine this. You've got a high converting offer in front of your audience, and the cash just starts pouring in, like people are falling over each other to get to your offer and buy it. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, and here's the secret sauce. And it's actually quite simple. Everything is simple.
Yeah.
Uh, you need something valuable to offer your audience, something that's so valuable to them that they will be more than happy to exchange their money for it. And you need a proven way to showcase that offer to your audience. We've seen many YouTubers and influencers wrestle with this new thought process and then shift their beliefs and go on to create 6 and 7 figures by using virtual events. For example, we've seen solopreneur moms transition from the one-on-one sales call grind to presenting their offers to a room full of people, eliminating the need for the one-on-one calls. And then it just gives them hours back in their lives to spend with their family, while their influence is growing and their bank account is flourishing.
Yes. And we've also seen real estate agents do the same, financial advisors, and the list just goes on and on and on. But until all of these people, they were exposed to the facts, just like with the tomatoes, they didn't believe that virtual events were a viable option to scale their business. So simple, yet so very doable. And it's guaranteed to be a true game changer. Okay, so let's get down to business. Start monetizing your offer and turn your passion into profit.
And we have a 4 simple step process for doing that. In short, we've got step 1 is create a premium priced offer. Secondly, invite your audience to your virtual event. Third, do a transformational virtual event to present your offer. And fourth, deliver the value that you promised. All very simple. So let's dive into the details of it so you can start turning your passion into profit and make money doing what you truly love. All right, Gitte, let's break it down.
Oh, yes. Okay, so first you need to create a premium priced offer priced at 10K or more. And your offer needs to be really irresistible and needs to provide your audience with lots of value. Now remember that your offer it's a real heart of this strategy. So it needs to be very, very compelling to your audience. And if right now you're thinking, I don't have a 10K offer, No problem, we've got you. Just listen to our podcast episode number 45, Create Your Premium 10K Product, where we show you step by step how to create a 10K offer in just one day.
In one day, people, a few tips to accomplish this is taking the time to really understand your audience, their needs, their pain points, the challenges they face, their deepest desires, and then package all that knowledge into an irresistible offer. And remember, people buy solutions and results. So make sure you provide a solution or result that they just can't resist. So the first step is creating a premium priced offer. And now the next step is invite your audience to your virtual event so that you can start turning your passion into profit.
Now, in inviting your audience to your event, it's really easy peasy as a YouTuber or an influencer or a micro influencer, because you already have a sizable audience. You have the secret ingredient, you might say. So all you have to do is just extend an invitation to your audience, and you'll fill the room effortlessly, just like that. Basically, all you have to do is leverage your existing audience. Easy, right? Okay, so great ways to do that could be getting somebody to interview you about your event. It could be on your YouTube channel, your podcast, or perhaps Facebook, whatever platform you have. Or you could just do a video about yourself where you talk about your event. Or you could do lots of social media posts about your event, or perhaps a combination of it all.
And you just have to make sure that you talk about the value and the results that people get by attending your event, because that's what will entice them to participate. If you have a rather big audience on several social media platforms, make sure you include all of them when you're promoting your event. So again, let's recap. First of all, create that premium priced offer. Secondly, invite your audience to your virtual event.
And the next step is doing your virtual event, and more specifically, making that event transformational, creating a transformation at the event. And that requires creating a mindset transformation for your audience during the event. This is actually the most crucial part, and speaking is the most effective way to do that. Because it's actually your speaking abilities that will create the entire transformation your audience needs to grow into the mindset that will eventually take them to the next level. Now, if you are curious about how to create a mindset transformation at your events, please listen to our podcast episode number 55, Secrets to Speaking Success. To put it very shortly, creating a transformation for your audience at your virtual event, it means that each of your participants, they come into your event as one person, but after the event, after the transformation you create at the event, they're leaving the event as a different person. So the question you need to ask yourself is this: what profound insights or realizations do my audience have to reach during my virtual event that will help them achieve the mindset transformation they need?
What profound insights or realizations? An example could be that maybe you help people make money trading, dealing, and investing in stocks. Your audience came into your event wanting to create economic freedom, but perhaps they're coming in with, a little bit of a fear to invest or, trade their money because they're thinking it might be risky. It could be a gamble, whatever their fears are, you would know that to your audience. And the transformation might be, help them achieve, the transformation to help them during the event would help them go from being hesitant to investing to getting started right away and realizing that this is the path to achieve economic freedom they want. That's the idea, so they're going to level up during the event and want to buy your offer because of the transformation you're providing them, pulling them from one belief to another belief, just like with the tomatoes, because loads of value, they're going to get from this event. That's the transformation. And it's going to help turn your passion into profit. At the same time, serving your audience at the highest level. They're getting value, and you're turning them into clients. If you want more tips on speaking, please listen to our podcast episode number 5, Secrets to Speaking Success.
Mhm. Let's summarize the steps. Okay, so first step is create a premium priced offer. Second step is invite your audience to your virtual event. Third step is do a transformational event to present your offer. And the last step is delivering the value you promise to your clients. Now, maybe you're thinking, oh, this is going to be a lot of work, but you're wrong because delivering your offer can actually be super easy. And it only has to take up a small amount of your time because you don't need to create a long course with lots of modules and videos. That can be pretty exhausting, actually. You can do that if you want to do it, but you definitely don't have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And some great tips for easy delivery could be, for one, creating an experience, and think in the lines of like, what would make this experience epic for my customers? And if your offer is related to investments, for example, it could be, giving your clients access to a privileged document about investment recommendations or insider tips for investing, or you could include an expert to deliver parts of your offer, because in that way you don't have to do all the delivery yourself. Like having access to a tax advisor who could help them minimize their tax liabilities, things like that.
Mm. Or you could do a mastermind. You just get together with your clients for a couple of days and all your delivery is done in that couple of days. It could be in person or it could be a virtual mastermind. A virtual mastermind can still feel like a VIP treatment if you supplement it with sending something like perhaps a swag box before the event, because in that way you will all be celebrating together during the entire event. Great, right? Okay, and now if you were wondering, yes, people would definitely pay 10K and more for a mastermind because people love to pay for speed. They love to pay for speed. So if you can get people their results fast, they will be happy to pay for speed. The point is that you need to create a lot of value for your clients, and you still need to ensure that the delivery of it is easy for you. In that way, you can effortlessly turn your passion into profit.
And that's the 4 simple steps to monetize your audience and turn your passion into profit. Once again, recapping: number 1, create a premium priced offer. Secondly, invite your audience to your virtual event. Third, do the transformational event virtually and present your offer. And fourth, deliver the value that you promised. So simple and yet very doable. And just like with the tomatoes, now that you've been exposed to the facts, it's time for you to believe that it's also true for you to monetize your audience and turn your passion into profit. Thanks for listening to the Momentum Makers podcast. Keep your momentum and keep moving forward. And if you happen to be a course creator, a business owner, or an influencer spending too much time selling one-on-one, and you're ready to condense time and sell one to many, then open up a tab on your browser and go to elitevirtualstages.com/report and learn how you can turn your expertise into a 6 or 7-figure day using live transformational virtual masterclasses.